I'm not going to call him brother anymore because he's got red and white on, not red and green.
Aye.
Oh, stop it!
Knock it off, you fellas.
Take all your clothes off, go on. I thought Snoop Dogg was out at the Olympics. You know? He's right here in Toowoomba. Nothing there. So, yeah.
We have to get this done. Mana, one of these days, the setup will be done really quick. All right, you ready?
I'm going to do a couple of songs.
Bum, 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 bum. You mind if I open your song with my first ever poem? All right, you ready? So I don't know if you know this, but I'm recently unemployed. I've been the... who needs them white for a job anyway? I was the chairman of the Waiangi Native Title Aboriginal Corporation for 10 years. I took my people from poverty and I turned the Waiangi Aboriginal Corporation into the most successful and most profitable corporations in the country. Yeah, I did. I signed a multi-million-dollar deal, a lifetime deal that never been done before. I took back the national park, the Lawn Hill National Park, now known as Woodjumala, and I signed a deal with them that we would be funded in perpetuity through the Treasury of Queensland.
It's solid.
Never been done. And I made them pay us $5 million per year as a base foundation. So the Waiangi people, my mob, will never ever need money ever again. Because every year, the Treasury of Queensland will pay our people to look after the park $5 million every January. Forever. Pretty cool shit, right?
Woo!
Then they sacked me in April. The system got rid of me. I was doing too much good for my people. All right, here's a poem. This is the first poem I've ever written. And I was sitting at the airport about 2 months ago, crying, being angry, pissed off at the system, and hurt that after 10 years of my life, all my 30s and most of my 40s, fighting for my people, I was alone and I was afraid for the first time and I had no money to pay my bills and my mental health was struggling. And I started reading a lot of Jim Morrison stuff and listening to a lot of this poetry from back in the 60s, which is really freaky shit, but it made sense to me. And so I thought, and I've been reading Bobby McLeod's poetry for nearly 20 years anyway, and I normally would open up this conversation with a Bobby McLeod poem, which I might do tomorrow. But tonight, if you'd indulge me, I'm going to read you the first ever poem I wrote at the Brisbane airport, crying. I wear glasses now. I have to read, so I don't know my glasses on. And this is my first poem, and it's called "Why I Fight." It's a personal, and it's his first poem written by yours truly, Alec Doomadgee. Right, here we go.
Alec.
You ready? Here we go. You ready, Scoot-up? Don't steal my words and write any songs like this.
You want these glasses?
I am Judd Bugala. Why I fight. I fight for a better day for those who doesn't. I fight for a better day for those who don't even know me and never will know me. I fight for those that stood back and watched as the wolves came. I fight for a mother that rarely says I love you and has never really hugged me. I fight for brothers that are lost in chaos and darkness and covered with alcohol and drugs, infected with violence. I fight for my children that spew my name with poison. I fight for a community and a tribe that have abandoned me and left me homeless without a soul. I fight for a fire camp that flickers in the distance while I sit in the darkness, cold and hungry. I fight for a daughter that I couldn't save from death, a nephew that I couldn't cut the rope, a little girl who's abused, with sexual abuse, I failed to stop. for an only uncle I couldn't just stop and sit with and have a laugh, or buy him a new pair of shoes. He loved Amara Williams. I fight for a brother-in-law that now walks around house to house begging for smoke. I fight for a little brother who's locked up in jail. I fight for a gun-lit warrior uncle who proudly proclaimed my name, but I don't know from which shadow he came. I fight for all my white families who cannot understand who I am or why I do what I do, so that one day they may see what I see and know the spirit deep inside of my soul. The love I carry is real and pure. I also fight for a wife that rarely keeps me warm at night these days during these cold and frosty nights here in Toowoomba. It's true. I'll be having dog out. I will fight on and on until I fight no more and my breath is the wind and my bones are the grass and the trees and the rivers. I am flawed. I am flawed in every way. I am broken and I am battered and bruised and tired from the long nights of no sleep and guess what? No booze, because I don't drink anymore. Weary and teary with dizziness in my eyes, my head is a blur, but still I fight toward the finish line. I am perfectly imperfect, and I wish no harm on any man, woman, or child. I am sick of being black or white. Can I just be a human for a while?
Hear, hear.
I fight for two little girls whose eyes I see the same destiny my dad, Tommy George, seen in me. For I know too well the battles that lay ahead and the mountains they must climb, so I fight now at every opportunity to level the rough terrain and make the steep climb not so hard to reach. I want for nothing, no rewards, no tales of great feat, but just to be alive in this moment and let me walk the path and fulfill my destiny. The old people saw it in me early and Tommy George smiled as he knew what awaited me in the belly of the beast. I am Jack Pagala. Thank you.
Woo! Too deadly.
My first ever poem, and I've never written anything like this in my life, and it just came out of me at the Brisbane airport about 2 months ago in a flutter of tears and drink. Here's one of the greatest poets this country's ever seen, Glenn Scuthorpe. Love you, bro.
I love your poem, my brother.
Thank you, Alec.
And this song is about my brother James. Odie's in the house and about my brother too. A death in Brewarrina in a police cell. Lloyd Bundy was killed in a police cell. The song was called. He was one of my friends, grew up in my hometown, down on the camp road, out on the edge of town. We used to walk that road at night, down to the swimming hole, sit around the campfire and watch it glow. Months have passed and years are gone, seems like yesterday. Only for the thoughts in my head keep wandering back to those days. Life was good and life was fine, now it all seems in vain. For all that's left is memories that remain. From the cradle to the grave, the river meets the sea. From the flat plains to the mountain range, never walked alone. We spend our lives waiting for a sign to watch it all disappear. We all knew the answer, what we're doing here. I remember the day when you said goodbye. He was leaving town for good. Said if you're ever out my way, call me up if you would. Well, said I might, but I don't know. There's a baby's coming soon. I gotta stay at home till it comes. From the cradle to the grave, till the river meets the sea. From the flat plains to the mountain range, never walked alone. We spend our lives waiting for a sign to watch it all disappear. And we all knew the answer, to what we're doing here. It was in '87 on an August afternoon. Just another innocent soul walking down the road. Yeah, but he's thinking about what he done today. Blackmail here. How was he to know the genocide lady? Don't go downtown tonight, my friend. Something's going down. My brother was killed in a police cell, and it's all over town. Yeah, the rider's gonna take the streets tonight. The freedom of blood will flow. How can they take his life? Because who he was, black skin and black soul. From the cradle to the grave, till the river meets the sea. From the flat plains to the mountain range, we never walk alone. We spend our lives waiting for a sign, watch it all disappear. And if we all knew the answer, what we're doing here.
Beautiful, brother.
And one more, and I'll get up to the. Do you want to get or what? Let's do one. Where's that to run? I don't know. So we gotta. What I was in. I always like a folk country artist called John Prine. And when I was in Canada, I was doing a tour of Canada, and I happened to meet John Prine and anybody know John Prine?
Yep.
Yep. What a legend, you know, and always loved, you know, the Angels of Montgomery. I did a song one time called Angels of Doomadgee, and it didn't go that well, but anyway. And anyway, so I walked up to John Prine and I said, I wrote this song, John. When you meet a legend like John Prine, you just go and you go for it, and you know, little black girl from Doomadgee, and I played him this song, and I was touring with a bloke called Matt Padishak in Toowoomba, across Alberta, and that's where I met John Prine. And anyway, John Prine, and I played him this song, so fuck it, you know, I'm never going to see this man again. Anyway, so I played him this song, and I said, people keep telling me this is your song, John. And you know what, he turned around and said to me, he said, and I played his guitar, and John Prine said to me, he said, oh, that's your song. Anyway, his song is Come Find Me Someday. Give a light on other signs behind the peaceful hub of fire. Yeah, and I think that nobody knows if it's the wings of the high. But I fall like rain from some low dark cloud, and I disappear into in the silence, in the fog. Come find me one day. Come find me one day. And when that light is the fire, come find me one day. Yeah, not so long ago. Yeah, when I was a kid, I saw you dance on the side waves, that river on the east side. And there I saw those lonely eyes with the beauty and shine, and I wish I could have touched you then. All those seas and wound by. Come find me one day. Come find me one day. And when that light is the fire, come find me one day. with that old cunning crow. The fashion was over. Yeah, well, he lost a title years ago. There he fell like rain, like some drunk on the floor. Down by the count, he was gone forevermore. Come find me one day. Come find me one day. And when that light is the fire, come and find me one day. Come find me one day. Come and find me one day. And when that light is the fire, come and find me one day. Come and find me one day. Come and find me one day. Come on, Jace.